Hi, today we're going to show you how to have your own fun in your garden by making your own bow and arrow. So I'm here at the willow tree and I'm going to collect some reasonably thick branches. It's a great tree for being flexible, and we've used it before with you, and this will need a little bit of flexibility to be able to propel the arrow, but a little bit of strength as well. This sort of thickness of willow is going to be good for our bow. You can see it is flexible, but it's a relatively straight wood. So I'm going to cut right down at the base here, and that should be enough for one bow. We're back from collecting our willow. So we've got some pieces here. We've got our secateurs, our string, some wool and our scissors. Let's get going. So I've got our string here, and what we're going to do is measure out the amount that we need for our bow. So if you line it up along your bow, and you need the length of your bow and a little bit longer, so about there, and I'm going to cut that. So I'm going to take the end of my bit of string, and we're going to make a clove hitch knot. So a clove hitch knot, you make 2 loops, so it goes out and round, out and round. So I have 2 loops here. You can think of them as Mickey Mouse ears or bunny ears. If you have a look at what I've made, let me hold them up for you. I have got one bit of string is coming in front and the other bit is coming behind. This bit is really important to note. The one that's in front, which is this loop, is going to tuck behind. You don't twist it round, it literally tucks in behind the other one. And then I'm going to get my stick and I'm going to put it on the end and pull the 2 ends of my string, and I'm going to push those together. That's my clove hitch. You can tell it's a clove hitch because on the back there's 2 lines and on the front is a cross, and if I pull that tight, that will not come off. So what we need to do now is we're making another clove hitch on this end of our string, and if we did it at the end here, our bow would be straight. We want our bow to be bent like this, a curve, and we want this string to be taut like this. So we need to have our clove hitch somewhere down here. So I've worked that out. I'm going to make 2 loops again, 1 loop, 2 loops. Once again, I've got, if you have a look, I have got 1 string in front and 1 string is behind. So the one that's in front tucks behind, and I'm going to bend my bow. This bit you've got to be really careful because it can snap. I'm bending it round and getting it just over the end there. I want to tighten it. And there we are. So I've got a curved bow with a taut, straight bit of string. You may have a little bit of extra string, but rather than cut this off, it might be better just to wind it on, just in case your bow comes undone, then you've got a way of fixing it as well. And your bow should make a nice satisfying twang. We're going to add a bit of decoration to our bows, so where my hand would go, I'm going to use some wool to tie on and make it look a bit creative. So I'm going to go right over left and under, left over right and under, and then I'm in a position to wind my wool round like we did before. I'm going to keep going until first bit starts to move, so you might need to hold it a little bit while you get going. And I'm going to keep winding round till I've covered the whole handle. Megan's decided to use twine for her handle, make it look a bit more natural. There's a lot of concentration going on to taking time to wind it. When you get to the end, you're going to go round and loop through just to secure it. That's it. So I found a bit of straight wood in our garden, just an old stick. I think this is a bit of buddleia, something that's relatively straight. It doesn't matter what it is, ash, willow, hazel, anything. and you've got to imagine that it's going to go on your string and you're going to pull it back, so you need to make sure that it's going to be longer than your bow. So I'm going to cut mine about here with the secateurs. And we're ready to play. When you've made your bow and arrow, you need to learn how to use it. So the arrow needs to be touching the string on the back, and you're going to pull on the arrow either side. Aim, and we're going to see if we can hit the flags that we did the other day. Off you go. Oh, close, but we had a good firing action on that. Well done. She's got the stance, but has she got...
Okay, so here is my mum. She's going to have a go and she is going to try and beat me, which is not going to happen.
Here you go. Oh. We've had fun playing with our bows and arrows. There's lots of things you can do. You can make yourself targets, set yourself challenges depending on where you hit, how many points you get. Have fun, let us know what you get up to.